Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to cut a princess bustier. This is actually very easy, guys, but before we go into it, please try as much as possible to subscribe right now if you've not done so. Thank you so much. Now let's go right into it. You measure your shoulder to your nipple. Now you know me here, I'm going to be using simple terms so that everyone can actually understand. So you measure your shoulder to the nipple point of the person you want to sew for, and then after that you measure your shoulder to the under bust of the person you're going to be sewing for. I think I'm going to drop a tutorial on how to measure so that it's actually very easy. It's very easy for people who are still very new here to understand these things much more. So the shoulder to the under bust, just like it is called under bust. So you measure your shoulder to the under bust of the person you are also sewing for. Don't forget shoulder to nipple and shoulder to under bust, just like so. Then afterwards you draw a straight line at both point, that is your shoulder to your nipple point and then your shoulder to your under bust. And then for the last one, you will notice that there's like there are three lines there. The last one is actually for the half length of the person. So shoulder to nipple, shoulder to under bust, and shoulder to half length, just like so. Now next thing to do is to measure the nipple to nipple of the person you're sewing for. Then you minus 1 inch from the nipple to nipple after pointing it, after indicating it, minus 1 inch from the nipple to nipple, and measure it at your under bust and your half length, just like so. So I used about 5.5 inches for the nipple to nipple measurement of a person, and then I used 4 inches for the downward part of that is at the other part, at the under bust part, and then at the half length part. That straight line, and then draw a straight line, just like so. So 4 inches, and then the upper one is 4 inches, and then the upper one is 5 inches. So you cuff it. Now I'm actually a professional, like I do this almost every time. So if you have a French cuff, I would advise that you use a French cuff to just make sure that you cuff it like so. Now you measure your shoulder. I'm using 8 inches for the shoulder of a person, and then you measure your armhole, just like so. Now all this measurement actually depends on the person you're sewing for. Now from that place you measure 4 inches from your shoulder downwards, like so. You measure 4 inches. I think I ended up using 4.5 inches because that's where your cut is going to pass through. So you measure 4 inches. I used 4 inches, sorry about that. I used 4 inches. So you measure 4 inches and then cuff it up like so. Now to make sure that your cuffing up is not really so deep, that's why I actually recommended I use a French cuff. Right when I was doing this tutorial, my French cuff wasn't really available with me. So now from that under bust side and then the half length side, you minus 3 inches. You measure 3 inches, just like so. That is the part that you'll be cutting out to bring out the puffy or coffee side of the breast. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so you just draw a straight line like so after measuring 3 inches or minus 3 inches from those points. So right from that first point that we drew to the next straight line that we are drawing, right from the second to the next straight line, we minus 2 inches from both the under bust side and the half length side, and then you cuff it just like so. I'll say this again, that it's better that you use French cuff if you're new here. And then so right from where you measured 4 inches at first, we will minus 2 inches so that cuff is going to pass through that place. Now you know that once we cut out the cloth, it's not going to balance again, so we'll be adding 2 inches to the upper part. The 2 inches that we minus from there, we'll be adding it to the upper part, so that if at all we'll be sewing it back, it's still going to balance back. Now just like so. The next thing is to measure the measurement of the person you're sewing for. Now this is actually a very easy method to go about it. You know that we use 4.5 there. 4.5 there. You just carry your tape just like so and take out that 3 inches part, and then from that 4.5 you continue with the measurement. You see that I still place the 4.5 there, and then I continue with my measurement. So I used 12 inches. I added 2 inches allowance to the measurement of the person I'm sewing for our waist, and then for the bust part, 5 just from the tape, 5 inches or 5.5 inches that I used, and then you carry your staple to the other part and measure it just like so. If this method is actually is confusing, you just go with the normal method that you know how to go, that you know how to make use of. So this is actually very easy and straightforward, guys. You just have to put your heart to it. It's actually very easy and straightforward. If you have any question at all, please feel free to actually drop it in the comment section below. Now we'll be cutting out that other part, that 3 inches part. We'll be cutting it out, and then we'll be cutting out the 2 inches part at the upper part so that the curviness can come out. So you can see that actually I'm trying to, as much as possible, to cancel it out so that it'll be easy for you to. Now you can actually use a paper to draft this, but this is just very easy and straightforward without paper or anything, and you can see that it's not wasting much cloth. So now we have it. So the next thing you can do is to measure your neck and cut out any kind of neck you want to cut out. This is actually very easy. Add your wording, and then here you go, you're done. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please, if there's anything you want me to do tutorial on, try as much as possible to drop it in the comments box. I love you all. See you in my next video. Bye.